Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 70 of X to Interact. My name is Eric, and I'm here joined by Sam and Steven. And today we're going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff. We're going to be doing our crossplay, we're going to be doing Guess the Game, and we might be talking about that Ubisoft Forward that happened just the other day, but we'll get into that as soon as we finish our crossplay.
Welcome to X to Interact.
But first, guys, how are you doing today?
X to Interact.
A little tired.
Fantastic.
A little tired, but good. Yeah. A lot of good games this week. How are you doing, man?
Sure. I know. I'm doing pretty good. You know, Sunday. I feel like the weekend also goes by pretty too fast. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every
College
time.
football last night or yesterday. Long day.
I was hearing about BYU and U of U. And some
God,
weird stuff going
BYU
on.
played a late ass game.
Dude, I was playing Halo with my brother, and I was kind of weirded out that there was a game at that point. It was like 10 at night or something.
Well, the Michigan game got delayed because of like rain, and so they didn't start until 9 o'clock my time,
Oh god,
like local time. It was insane.
dang, dude.
It's crazy. Late game.
Well, glad to hear you guys have fun with football. I'm not a sports guy myself, but you know what I am a fan of? Our crossplay.
Love it.
What a transition.
Listen, I do the corny transitions, all right?
Yeah,
that's
that's
for
good.
sure.
I like it.
And since you guys never like starting with me when you guys host, I'm gonna start off myself, all right?
Oh,
dang.
power move.
So really only played one game this week, and that was of course I got tempted into buying it, Splatoon 3, obviously. I feel like I'm like the big Nintendo guy in the podcast,
Yeah.
and played through Splatoon 3's campaign, 100% of it already. It's like not too long. It's like bite-sized missions, just like a little bit of exploration here and there, and I had fun with it. It was like a mix of the, if anyone listening has ever played Splatoon 2's Octo expansion, it's like a mix of that with like the normal Splatoon campaign, where the Octo expansion stuff was like mission-based stuff where you go in to a level and it requires you to do a certain objective. Like it could be anything from reaching the end of the level. It could be like hit all the targets within the time limit. It could be don't get hit by enemy ink at all, or survive without a weapon. Like a whole bunch of different like objectives that like they make you do, and you have a choice of weapon in some of them. Other ones you don't, and it's like it was like the Octo expansion, but easier because the Octo expansion was like a lot harder. Like you would die a lot in the Octo expansion because of those tough missions where people were saying it's like the Dark Souls of Splatoon back then, and I kind of laughed about it. But this one was pretty fun. Story was pretty, I'll say basic. I've seen people online say it's the best Splatoon story. I haven't played one's campaign, but you know, it was fun. I enjoyed it for what it was. I really wanted to get it out of the way so I could do like the other main stuff, like the multiplayer and Salmon Run, which is the horde mode. But not really going to talk about it that much because I don't think Steven has the B-roll for that. But
I got it, dude. Maybe we can see some. I don't have Salmon Run, but I have the story mode up. So
yeah, so if you like scroll through a little bit, like you see the characters on here, like these are like the main idols for the Splatoon 3. Each Splatoon game had like its own idols. Like later on, if you scrub through the video, you'll see the idols from Splatoon 1. They play a more important.
oh snap! Is it like we're at like?
No, it's a little bit after. So you're right. If you like stop right there, you
Okay.
see Captain Cuttlefish, who's like the main leader of
Oh
yes,
god. Here
yes,
we go,
Cuttlefish.
dude.
That is a pun.
I love ads. Anyways, yeah.
If you couldn't tell, Splatoon is all like sea related stuff. So
Yeah.
you're a squid. You're playing as a squid or a octoling, which is like an octopus race, because there's a lot of Splatoon lore. Splatoon 1, there's only the squids you play as. You were going up against the octopuses. Then in Splatoon 2, the Octo expansion, you play as an octopus, and then after that, you can play as octopus kids in the multiplayer and stuff. It was something people wanted for the entire time.
Yeah.
There's that. So you're just like going around. There's like this whole mystery of like all this fuzzy ooze in the campaign. Like if you touch it, you turn into a mammal. The whole campaign's the campaign's name is Return of the Mammalians.
Oh god.
So it's like a hint of like, oh, are the mammals coming back? Are humans coming back? Because In Splatoon, the lore is that sea life evolved, humans went extinct, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So you see there, like in the video, like all that ooze is like the fuzzy ooze or whatever. Your goal is to basically like go through the areas and clear it all out, and you clear it out by using your little. So if you see like the little fish guy running around there,
Yeah.
you power him up with eggs, and he eats the fuzzy ooze.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, so you're basically going through the levels to collect these eggs, and then you clear the ooze to get access to more levels and stuff. So basically, what you're seeing here right now is sorry for the audio listeners.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
can't see shit.
Yeah, but you know,
you
what?
see
Watch
there,
the
you
video.
touch the ooze, and he grew a lot of your character grew hair, so turned into a mammal there.
Wow.
But if you just like scroll a bit forward, Steven, because
Yeah.
this is like most like the beginning.
Okay, we can do.
This
How
is like-
about
like
how
a lot of
about
tutorial.
like
Splatoon
here?
seems wild.
But yeah, here's like an actual level where you're just like going through and like you're using your little buddy to activate like ink rails. You're inking the territory to swim in the ink.
Fucking ink rail.
Sam's
I'm gonna
just like, what the hell's
I'm gonna
going on?
fucking ink rail you, man. after I'm done splatting, I'm gonna fucking ink rail.
So yeah, like your whole thing is like you like mark the territory with your ink and
Well,
you can swim in it.
There goes our
Which makes
made
you
for
go
kids
faster.
rating.
It makes you move faster. It makes you reload. Like your whole goal is to like have most of the territory in your ink in the multiplayer at least. And like in the campaign, you're doing different kind of stuff. Like here, they're trying to collect keys to unlock a little box which will allow them to go forward. And you see here they threw the little fish guy to because they couldn't reach it, and so they activated the other rails. And so it's a lot of different stuff you can do in the campaign.
Yeah. Oh my god. Here, let's
Here's
switch
another
back.
ad for you.
Fuck off, Mr. Beast.
Seriously. Anyways. Yeah, we're
But
back
yeah,
to
that's like
us.
campaign. You're going through different missions
Yeah.
to progress with the story. And then multiplayer wise, if you bring it up, Steven, I don't know if you brought it up.
Yeah. Let me get the multiplayer real quick. Turf War.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, basically you have different modes. Turf War is the main mode, basically. The other modes are basically exclusive to ranked.
Yeah.
But Turf War is your basic mode where you're trying to cover as much turf as you can, and by the end of the game, have more than your enemy team does. And so you'll start off on each side of the map, and you'll just basically make your way towards the center. And then once you get to the center, that's when you start meeting the other team, and that's when you're gonna start splatting them.
God.
Where that's this term that's this game's term for kills or KOs or whatever you want to call it. And so the more turf you cover, the more you'll fill up your special bar, which is in the top right of the screen. You can see there. And
Yeah.
each different weapon set has its own different specials. This one they have right here, it seems to be the bubbler shield, where you put it down, it's like a shield, and it's also like a spawn point where your teammates can choose to spawn there as well.
Now,
'Cause you can like go ahead.
sorry, real quick. For those who have played like 1 and 2, is there anything different about like this version of the multiplayer, or is it like much the same?
Yeah, so it's a lot of the same stuff, though there are like a couple of new mechanics or stuff like that where there's an introduction of the squid roll and the squid surge, or yeah, where the squid roll is basically like a what's like I don't want to say like a U-turn, but it's kind of like that where you're going one direction, and then if you flick your stick back and then hit B, you'll automatically do like a little dodge roll back towards that direction,
Oh,
where you're getting a bit more defense from enemy ink or whatever like that. So, and it's like a quick maneuver to get to like change direction, stuff like that.
but it
And the
changes.
squid surge. Yeah, basically like it's like a quick directional change.
Gotcha.
And the squid surge is where if you ink a wall and then you go on the wall and hold the B button, you'll basically like charge up like a big jump. And then once you get out of the wall, you're basically your weapon's basically ready, where you can immediately fire like off a wall. So you can like catch people off guard like that, where you can hide off a wall and then immediately shoot at them right as you spawn in. So
It's-
stuff like that.
It sounds like they're making the skill gap a little like greater than it used to be.
Yeah, I've noticed it. Like I feel like this game feels a lot more fast paced than 1 and 2 definitely do, because the spawn system is a lot different too, because like you would have a fixed spawn point on the map, while here it seems like you can like you have a limited range of where you want to spawn, where you can choose where you want to spawn,
Yeah.
and then you can also spawn on your teammates, but that was always a thing in Splatoon 1 and 2. Yeah, so I feel like it's just like a lot of like quality of life fixes, where a lot of it is like to get you into action faster, where that also applies to like the main menus and like when you're loading up the game, where people have done tests where they load up Splatoon 3 and 2 and like see how long it takes to get into a match, and it's like at least a whole minute faster, where Splatoon 2 you would have to like sit in the loading screen, wait for the announcers to like announce the stages, where you couldn't skip that. Whereas in Splatoon 3, you start up the game on your Switch menu, takes like a couple of seconds to load up. You see the announcers announce the stages, but you can skip it this time.
Yeah.
Because that's like a big pain point in 1 and 2, where you couldn't skip the map announcements or whatever. Where here you can skip it. Then you can go straight into a lobby. The lobby system, you queue up, and then you get into a match like that instantly. So they measured it where it's like a whole minute of savings where you're into a match that quick.
Nice.
And then like I like the new, I talked about this last time, where the Splatfest demo, but like the whole lobby system is pretty cool too, where you have a practice range where when you're queuing up for a match, so you're not just sitting at a static screen waiting for a match. You can like practice your weapons. You can
I just pulled up some salmon run gameplay while you're talking, just so you know.
Yeah, so I'll finish with up the multiplayer stuff real quick. But like you can basically test out your weapons while you're queuing up for a match. And also, like, I haven't done it yet, but like apparently, like if your friends are playing a match and you walk into the lobby,
yeah,
you can see them in the lobby and like join them instantly like that. So it's a lot of improvements on the multiplayer side from Nintendo, because I think they're probably there's still some stuff here and there, like the voice chat stuff is still through the phone, which is like why.
Yeah.
But like they're making like joining the multiplayer process a lot easier, basically, where you can in Splatoon 2, and from what I've played, if you try to join a friend, you would be put on a random team. You could either be in a team with them or a team against them. And it seems now if you join your friend, you're always guaranteed to be on a team with them.
See, that's better, because I remember when I did the previous Splatfest and stuff, seemed like that wasn't even possible. So
yeah. And then you brought up Salmon Run earlier, which is basically the horde mode. I'm not going to get too much longer into this because I know I'm already getting too long.
You're fine. It's a new game.
Yeah, it's like the horde mode where you're killing all these salmonids they're called or whatever, and then you have like boss salmonids where you have to kill them a certain way, and then when you do, they drop golden eggs. And the whole goal of the like you see here, this one like a sniping.
Oh snap! Yeah,
that's basically one of the bosses where you gotta take them down. You gotta get their golden eggs once they're dead, and then you deposit it into the bucket, and that's basically how you win the game. Like each round, you have a quota you have to meet of golden eggs. So like as you see here, like
is that the chunky boy? Is that the one that is boss?
No, it was like the one earlier that was like in the with the shield in front of him. That was like one of the bosses.
Let me see if I can find it.
You see here, they have like the little golden eggs.
So yeah, I see the golden eggs.
Deposit.
Okay.
And so you have a quota each round, and if you meet the quota, you go on to the next round, stuff like that. And each round, you're given a random weapon out of a set of weapons. So it seems here they're using the blaster. So the next round, they would be given, I don't know, the katana or whatever, something like that.
Oh dang!
Yeah, so basically,
okay. So
yeah, so this is also another boss where it like leaves a trail of ink, and you have to get behind him to kill him, basically.
Yeah. So for audio listeners, it was like a weird centipede-looking chicken.
Yeah, like eel, basically. Yeah. So these ones are like the basic ones where you kill them to get normal eggs, but like those still count towards your score and stuff like that. So what's new in Salmon Run for Splatoon 3 is that they added new bosses, and they added the mechanic to throw eggs, because in Splatoon 2 you couldn't throw the eggs, but in here you can like throw them to the basket, or you can throw them to a teammate. They can pick it up. So it's like a small thing,
and this is
like you can like it like helps a lot, basically.
This is constant, right? Like before it was like an event thing, I think.
Yeah, so it was like on a schedule in Splatoon 2. Now it's like 24/7.
Nice.
You can play it at all times.
Because I like
the only
this
schedule
mode.
there is that the weapons and maps change, basically.
This is might be a reason for me to get that, because I'm more into this than like the PvP stuff. So
yeah, this is Salmon Run is pretty fun, and you get like a lot of good rewards out of it too. You can get gear for multiplayer out of it. You can get money, so it's definitely worth doing at least if you're interested, because you can get a lot of money fast.
Co-op mode at launch, unheard of.
Yeah. And then one more new thing they added is you have a chance after the third round, because usually Salmon Run is 3 rounds. After the third round, you have a chance to basically meet the Salmon Run version of Godzilla.
Oh,
and
snap.
You have to take him down by throwing the golden eggs at him. And it's like intense. I did my first one the other day, and it was like, oh my God, there's like, because like this map, it was on this map right here you're seeing here, and it's like a very small map, and so it gets hectic fast. And I thought we were gonna die, and we killed him at the last second. Like there was 1 second left in the clock. It was crazy.
Splatoon 3 sounds fun, man.
What a wild game.
I know.
It's wild. Yeah, it's fun. Like if you never played Splatoon, I encourage you to give it a chance, even if you're not good at shooters, because like it's more like about not killing people. It's more about getting the area around you in your color. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go.
It's fun.
Squid surge. I'm gonna squid surge you into fucking
You'll splat some stuff and throw some.
And I forgot to mention
squid rail.
I forgot to mention multiplayer. They also added like 2 new weapon types. They added a bow, and they basically added a katana, basically. So a lot more variety. A lot more maps at launch in Halo Infinite. 12 maps at launch.
Wow.
Shade and Halo Infinite. There, how can you launch a game with like 4 maps?
Shade being thrown.
Netcode still sucks.
It's a lot of fun. And well, you mentioned netcode.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. It's better. Yeah, I haven't had like many disconnects. I read online that it's using Nintendo's new online servers that's only like used on Monster Hunter and like Pokemon Legends for some reason, even though that's like not online multiplayer. I don't know.
You can pick up people's bags and stuff though, can't you?
Yeah, you can do that and trade, but like I don't think you need like a robust netcode for that. You know what I mean? So it's a little weird. But yeah, I've noticed it. It's like a lot better.
They should move Animal Crossing to that netcode.
I agree.
They should. Like the only issue I've seen with Splatoon is that if someone leaves within like the first minute of the match just shuts down, which is like a little weird. But like afterwards,
annoying.
if they leave like halfway through the match still goes on. So
more fair matches.
It's a little weird.
Is the idea. That's an intentional choice. I don't think that's a bug.
Yeah, like the person who leaves, they get a loss on their record. But like,
oh, get wrecked.
I guess it depends like on what kind of like match it is. Like if it's a turf war, I don't think it really matters. I think you probably should just get the game going. But like if it's a ranked match, then I kind of understand where you don't want to get penalized for having like people down.
People getting sweaty and splatty.
Yeah, I haven't touched ranked modes yet.
Okay.
But yeah. And then like they have like a little bonus like if you play Splatoon 2 where you can like import your save data, and then like you get like a little bit of extras. Like you can do ranked matches immediately. You can get like 3 tickets to unlock any weapon you want, even if it's like level locked. So there's also that. So yeah, just like little fun stuff like that. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like I've played 200 hours of Splatoon 2. And like I stopped after that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've played a lot of Splatoon 2.
Yo, that's a lot of splatting, dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's a lot of energy, dude.
But like I've been these past 2 days, I've just been playing this game nonstop, and I'm like, damn, I'm having a lot of fun.
Man, Eric ink-railed hard back in the day.
Yeah, you know, I'm inking everywhere, you know.
That ink hard, man.
God, fucking squid surge, bro. What a game.
Man, yeah. I'll probably be playing a lot more. Like when the Splatfest comes around, it's always like
dude,
special events.
Fest. Man, Splatfest. Best time of the year. Teams.
I talked about it last time. Yes, best time of the year, you know. Best time of the months, you know, it's like every month.
Oh, it happens once a month. Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically, you know, where you pick a team where it's like rock, paper, scissors happened last time. I wonder what the next one's gonna be. So that's it for me for Splatoon 3. I went on for it. So we'll go with Steven this time because Sam always goes on long.
Bullshit. Says the guy that just went on for 20 minutes about
it's a new
fucking
game.
Was it really
about
20 minutes?
fucking inking.
Well, it's a new game. Literally
It
came
was
out on
good, it was
Friday,
good.
so there's that.
Oh, well, I get to talk about a new game today, so
I will also talk about a new game. Prepare for a 3-hour podcast, listeners.
prepare for
Yeah.
30 minutes of Sam talking about
Maybe
Disney.
we'll skip that Ubisoft Forward. All of a sudden.
We'll see. We'll see.
We got to talk about it a little bit.
Dude. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Tinykin first. Now, this is a little harder because I'm talking about it and I'm bringing up the YouTube thing. So, Tinykin, it's on Game Pass. It's a platformer. If for audio listeners, it's basically Pikmin, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of things to be said about this game. It took inspiration from Pikmin, but it has, like, you grind on a soap bar to get around much quicker. Everything is more expedient. It doesn't feel tedious like sometimes Pikmin can, where the levels seem a little bit too big, you know, and traversal's not the best usually in those games. This one, obviously right now, if you're seeing, like, you have different types of Tinykin, I guess. That one's the exploding one, which you get from these little eggs on the ground, and they just pop out. Those ones just completely disappear. Like, they're just expendable. After you throw them, they're gone. The purple ones stay with you, and they're more like the object carriers and movers. And I think I haven't gotten far enough to see like another like species yet, but so far I'm really digging it. As you can see, like, the exploding ones are used for something. There's like a glide too in this game. Let me see if I can find it here. But it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to find an animation is what I'm looking for. Like, I wonder if it'll show it. No, there's an ad for Fiverr for some reason. Anyways, let me find the animations at the beginning, which are really fun. Right here. When you first find the Tinykin, they got these really cool hand-drawn animations that play like cameos for the little buggers. And they're really cool.
Kind of creepy looking.
I don't know. I thought it was slightly endearing. Like, you saved you.
Oh, he saved him.
You picked the giant book up. Yeah.
Little fucker strong.
So the crux of the story is you're an astronaut who's been transported to like pseudo Earth, it seems like, to explore and find, I think, resources for you. Very similar to Pikmin, right? Only you're not stranded necessarily. It was kind of your choice to do that. I don't know. It's just fun, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's a platformer. It's got some funny writing. It's got cute animations. There's grinding on rails with a soap bar. I'm sure to see if I can find the soap bar part. Like, I don't want to go too far.
Before.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it showed.
Oh, like there's some green ones. Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. And just the way everything feels is very tight and concise. Everything feels the way it's supposed to in a platformer, and the camera doesn't get in the way, which is amazing, actually, if you ask me. And I don't know, my take is if you haven't played this game, just fucking play it. It's just fun. Get back.
So
it's just not serious at all, and I don't know, it's a joy. But what's up?
So you said it's like Pikmin. Is there like any like deadline you have to meet like Pikmin does, where you have to make your way, I don't know, like collect resources in order to survive or anything like that?
No, it's pretty.
Pikmin did that a little bit.
Pretty lax, and that's probably why I maybe like it a little more. It's just like it's really chill. There's no timers that I saw. There's no crazy threat against you, really. There, you know, I don't know if there's enemies per se. There's like things in the way that are like objectives. So it's more of a puzzler than it is like a like you're fighting things. So, and maybe I haven't just met a boss yet or whatever, but I don't think there are any. So from what I've seen, it just seems like a really cute, relaxing time. So yeah, that's Tinykin. Definitely play it. It's on Game Pass. I think the other ones, I'm not sure if I'm going to need to bring up B-roll, but I'll look at it. I played some more Destiny 2, Season of the Plunder, and right now in the background, I'm going to put up some Catch Crash gameplay, which is the new seasonal activity. So essentially, it's like heists, right? We're seeing in this one like a pirate ship heist fantasy kind of thing. You're going to collect the treasure from the other sides. You're launching cannons at the other ship, which is like on the other side. And the new arc stuff, I don't know if you can see it. You've got some really cool powers with that now. So that's, they just unlocked new fragments after the raid was completed, which I wasn't here last week, so I didn't really get to talk about that. They brought back King's Fall, and I played some of that, and they changed up the mechanics enough to like refresh it and make it feel meaningful to be in Destiny 2. So also the War Priest still sucks for anyone who knows. Still real bad. And in fact, I think it's worse than in Destiny 1 for sure.
It's been so long since I played. I don't even remember who that is.
It's just the very first big boss of the King's Fall raid, where you have to stand on the different platforms and
yeah.
See, that's all you needed to know is the platforms thing. Like that's the big part of that one. You have to be perfect about like timing and placement, and then the enemies always fuck you up in that encounter. So let me see if I can get some like later on in this. I can show like, let's see, like the treasure pits here. I don't know, the aesthetics are really fun. I think it's all pirate themed. You're dealing with the Fallen. It continues to be awesome. The story, we've brought in the Drifter now, and it's really cool to see like some of his backstory stuff and secrets that he's hiding, because he's, I don't know, he's just got this like super mysterious air about him. You don't know a whole lot about it. Maybe he's evil, maybe he's not. We still don't know yet.
It's shadiness.
Yeah. That's Destiny 2. It's pretty fucking great. What else did I play? Played some Power Wash Simulator with Jacob. We cleaned the gnome fountain, which I'm going to show a tiny bit of. Not a whole lot. Let's just do a little later. And you can play this in co-op, which is so much better like than doing it solo. And then you can see like a recap at the end of them, which is super fun. It's just a zen game. Like, go play Power Wash Simulator if you're like stressed out or something. Put on a podcast, wash some dirt off the wall. Like, I don't know. I had a really good time. We just had a few drinks. We were fucking around talking about philosophy and life and stuff. Just cleaning the dirt. I think it's up to 6 people.
Podcast game. Huh?
It is.
How about put on our podcast while playing it, huh?
I'm just saying, Accident Podcast. You can find it on Spotify. You know. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. It's very, very zen. But everybody knows about Power Rush, I think. So let's do, I guess, Xenoblade. Not much to say here, right? Still fucking good. Let's go a little further here. Yeah. Did you guys record that? What happened there? Did you do that?
I didn't do that yet.
Oh snap!
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yeah. Look forward to one of their like spoiler cast, because that'll be fun. This is just like tutorial stuff. There's so much tutorials in this game. Like, see, like I'm going through the first hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, very tutorial heavy in the beginning, like we mentioned.
Okay, so this is like,
you're getting a lot of ads.
Yeah, I know. Docked gameplay, right? I assume, because I only play on my Switch Lite, so like I'm trying to see if it's gameplay, super washed out or if it's just the game, like, because it's on the Switch. It is just pretty seamless, the open world stuff. I did just get one I want to talk about. I just get the traversal one where you climb the walls. I'm like,
so you met my boy Valdi?
Yeah, and I'm like, fucking goddamn it! Finally, I got something to make the traversal feel less tedious.
Valdi.
It felt like forever, but honestly, it's not that long. And Valdi's really cool, and then so is his little robot buddy that he builds. What is it? Just Machine
Robo Buddy
friend,
or
Robo
Mecha
friend,
Mecha
Friend.
Buddy.
Mecha friend. There we go.
Mecha Friend.
Just the most JRPG name we could ever come up with. Why not? I really like the game. I'm probably gonna play more all of today because I played a lot of multiplayer stuff yesterday. So I'm excited to get
Maybe
back.
Steven can finish the game by the time we do our spoiler
Fuck,
cast.
I don't know, dude. That's yeah. If you guys take a long time to get to it,
We were
Yeah.
supposed to do it this weekend, and Splatoon kind of was like, "Hey,
hey, Splatoon, what's up?" Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. I guess I could just touch. I tried out the Ubisoft Plus stuff, which is part of what we'll get into in a little bit here, like the Ubisoft Forward, but just to see like they're doing like a free month for everyone. So I just tried out the streaming stuff on my phone. Works pretty well. Stadia works pretty well. I played all the DLC and stuff. And then I think that's it. I played a little Dreamlight Valley, which Sam is going to talk about. So that's it for me.
all right, go ahead, Sam. He teed you up for that."
So, I will talk about Dreamlight Valley, but first, I'm gonna
Okay.
just say, was playing, Final Fantasy VII, bought Hell House. That
Yeah.
fucking boss fight kicks ass. Like, it is one of the best boss fights out there.
God dang, dude.
And so yeah, now I'm definitely like past the halfway point in the game.
Yeah.
And if I didn't get hooked on Dreamlight Valley, I probably would have finished it this week. But I did get hooked on a game called Disney's Dreamlight Valley that I did not know about until like the day it came out, maybe, or the day after it came out.
Yeah.
On early access on Game Pass. Friend of the show, Jacob, was talking so much about it, like on his podcast and all that. And I was like, I gotta check this game out because he said it was Animal Crossing but Disney. And I was like, that sounds cool.
I haven't got to the fishing, which they're seeing here on the video.
Yeah. So yeah, started playing it and
Jesus, that Mickey looks fucking off.
I mean, it's Mickey, bro. It's 3D
Why-
Mickey. What do
Why
you
is he
expect,
so
man?
big though?
Because they're all like that, He's short. What are you talking about? He's small. He's shorter than you. But yeah, immediately fell in love with this game. Obviously I'm a huge Disney fan. Like I love especially like the older not even really older, but like I don't know.
Years-ish old.
But
Real quick.
the 2D animation and then like I don't know, the first like 10-15 years of Pixar, not the last like 7 years of Pixar.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Eric?
What were you gonna say?
Real quick, that smile that Mickey has is so awkward.
let me
like
see
it doesn't
it.
move.
Let me see Mickey.
Yeah,
His mouth
bro.
just, like, doesn't move.
Is it right here?
Look at
Yeah,
that.
like,
Look at
it's
that.
just
Yeah,
not
you see,
moving.
you can take selfies.
Oh God.
That's pretty cool.
Look at those eyes, man. They're staring
Look at
into your
him.
soul.
He's cute. He's Mickey Mouse,
He's
bro.
like,
He's Mickey
"Oh,
Mouse.
give me your money.
So yeah, the one thing I wish there was more of like voice acting.
Yeah.
Most of the dialogue is just like text, but whatever.
That would have cost a lot of money probably though for them.
Yeah. Like there's some like if you just walk around the village, sometimes you'll hear people like characters talking, like say a line of dialogue or something. There's Goofy. But yeah, absolutely loving it. I think I was talking to Jacob about it quite a bit, but this game respects your time way more than Animal Crossing. Like Animal Crossing, obviously, Animal Crossing was like designed to be played for like maybe 20 minutes a day,
Yeah.
But everybody got stuck inside because of the pandemic, and that's not how people played it, including myself. But like this game, Animal Crossing is like a mobile game in that like it kind of stops you from playing it.
This one lets you play as much as you want.
Yeah, after a little bit, because
Yeah.
like there's nothing to do. This game just lets you play as long as you want. Like it's a fucking video game. So like it is like real time based, like based on your time zone or whatever, but it doesn't affect that much really. The store's open 24/7, which I appreciate because
Okay. Stardew had that where the store was closed at nighttime, right? And certain things,
like,
but
it's just so obnoxious playing Animal Crossing. Like if you could only play at night, like when you were off of work or something,
Yeah.
Like the store was like never open, so it's like stuff like that is really annoying in Animal Crossing. But like, yeah, this game just lets you play whenever you want. Like every now and then, if you're playing at night, there will be a character like sleeping or something that you can't talk to them. But there's usually plenty of other stuff for you to do, so it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
In this clip, she's going into the castle. In the castle, that's where you go to different realms to unlock different characters.
Oh, that's what's in the castle. Okay.
Yeah. So far, I've unlocked from the realm. I've unlocked Moana and Remy, and then also the Rocks character from Moana is also in this. As you can see, he's right there. Maui. Yeah, absolutely love this game. I think I'm gonna keep playing it. I it's like I'm gonna be looking forward to like updates and stuff for this game, and the Pixar update happened yesterday.
It's an early access, right?
So it's in early access right now. So obviously there's some things to iron out, but like I'm on their Reddit, and it seems like they're doing a pretty good job communicating, which is good. There was like some bug where you could run out of this one item that you need for like a quest.
The thing to open up the gates and stuff, or
no,
like the dream energy or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the dream shards or something.
Yeah,
not the stuff that you get for like doing.
They
like,
did give you a package. Is that what you were gonna say?
But they gave you a package of that to make up for the fact that, and then they like gave you like there was like a note in your mailbox or whatever, like in Animal Crossing.
Okay, we're working on it.
Like explain the whole situation. Like people have been running into this bug, whatnot. So it sounds like they're doing a really good job communicating. Since which is good because it is early access, so there's obviously going to be some things to iron out. But overall, like I haven't really run into much. I think they need to iron out the controls when you're placing items, like in your house or like outside.
Yeah,
that could be, but it's better. I don't know. It's better than Animal Crossing. It's way easier to like. I don't know. The whole like UI and stuff is just way smoother than Animal Crossing.
I'll say is like there's less friction here than a lot of those kind of games. Everything just seems a little simpler to do. Like, everything's quick and snappy. Like
like I'm actually pretty impressed for it being an early access game with how like quick and like how smooth just the UI in general.
Also, cooking is kind of fun. Yeah, I like the
cook. Yeah, there's all types of things you can cook. You can fish. It's got all the good stuff, man.
You can cook in Animal Crossing. What you talking about?
Yeah,
but is it better? You got a little chef on your side, all right. Once you unlock him, and he's got a restaurant.
Oh, that's good.
And it's just really cool because like there's side quests with like each character, and you like build your relationship with them, and you can give them gifts. And each character has like its own battle pass or like friendship pass.
Yeah.
So like every time you level up their friendship, you unlock an item.
So I just saw something on the video that says inventory full. That's one sticking point for me. I just wanted to touch on like.
Oh, is it? Don't tell me you have to buy more inventory space. I hate that shit.
No, you don't have to buy it, but like
not with like real money.
Yeah,
with like the in-game, the like in-game coins that you like earn by doing stuff. Like you just like as of now, there's no microtransactions. It sounds like when the game comes out, the microtransactions are only going to be like cosmetic.
Yeah.
For like there's like a weird battle pass thing right now, that I've almost completely finished already. Which whatever, but there's plenty of other cosmetics that you as of now that you can like get without paying a dime. And obviously I'm playing Game Pass version, so I didn't have to pay for it in general. And I see Steven sticking on this fucking picture of Mickey Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why you're so confused by Mickey Mouse. He's always looked like this. He's always looked creepy. I don't know what your guys' problem is.
I don't know about that.
He's always creepy looking, all right?
In Kingdom Hearts, he looked fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Bullshit! The fucking Mickey Mouse is creepy as fuck in Kingdom Hearts. Are you serious?
I don't think so, dude. I didn't feel that way.
At least his mouth moves when he talks, all right?
dude.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
true.
is a picture.
actually.
He's not talking. What are you talking about?
He doesn't talk, man. He doesn't talk
I
normal.
mean, just look at his mouth. It's like constantly open.
Wait, let me see here. Let me see. Mickey Mouse. Where is he?
But there's also like different areas in the world that you can. He's not. See, he's not. His mouth is.
He looks so
That's-
plasticky too. Like,
Right,
what?
right there.
Yeah, it's just the art style, man. It's just the art style, bro. It's just the art style.
See, just look at his mouth is always open. Look at him.
He's happy, bro. He's happy. He's smiling. He's Mickey Mouse. Leave him alone. But yeah, there's different there's different
God.
like regions or whatever. So at the beginning, you just start with this small region, and then there's like a meta region that you
Sorry, Sam.
also have, and then you unlock the beach, which is what she's on right now.
Yeah.
And every time you unlock a character, you place a house for them down in the world, like wherever you want. It's pretty cool. And you cannot you slowly start to unlock upgrades for your 4 tools. You have your shovel, your fishing rod, your pickaxe. So
Yeah.
I guess it's just 3.
Oh, and the watering can.
Oh, and the watering can. That's
Yeah.
the other thing. So you slowly unlock like upgrades for those. So like I unlocked an upgrade for my pickaxe that you can destroy these like weird egg things that are on the beach now,
Oh.
I guess. So yeah, there's certain things like that. It's just a really like good game. Honestly, like it's so fun. And obviously if you don't like Disney, then
True, yeah.
it's obviously not going to be for you, but I love Disney, so I am very much enjoying it. And it's a lot more like in depth than I thought, because I wasn't expecting the whole like, oh, there's all these like there's a ton of quests for all these characters. Like it's actually kind of crazy. And like there's prereqs for some of the quests. Like you have to do one quest for somebody, you might have to up your relationship with another character before you can do this certain quest and stuff like that. Yeah. I think there's just a lot more interactivity with the characters in this game than there is like Animal Crossing. And that's why this game actually reminds me a lot more of Thrillville.
Yeah.
Than Animal Crossing.
Actually,
like,
maybe that's why I like it.
Like obviously it doesn't have roller coasters, but like there's like little mini games that you do with like the fishing and the stuff like that. But and like to unlock the realms is there's like a cooking mini game for Remy and stuff like that. But yeah, it definitely reminds me of Thrillville with like the different regions and all these characters you can like talk to and shit. But it's Disney and it's awesome. So yeah, very much enjoying it. Going to definitely continue playing it. It is. Hopefully, I'll go back to finishing Final Fantasy VII Remake though this year.
It's much like me. Like the new shinies, right? They always get you.
Yeah, exactly.
But Disney Dreamlight Valley, good game to just like play while you're like have a football game on or something.
Yeah,
like on your other screen or something like that.
The football season.
So it would be a great game to have on like Switch or something.
Like an iPad, maybe even would be good. Like, yeah.
And like you can, when you in the game, you can sign up for like an account or whatever. That way you can have a cloud save. That way, then
okay, so it is cross save.
Yeah, if you want to, obviously you have to pay for it if you're gonna buy it on like a Switch or something.
Yeah.
But if you do get another version of it, like I could download it on my Xbox or Xbox Game Pass and play on my Xbox as well, and I would be able to use my cloud save to have cross progression. So that is pretty nice. I will probably do that eventually. That way I don't have to sit at my computer and play it all the time.
It's on PC. Yeah.
It is so addicting. Like I said, I was saying I was like in bed last night, reading, pretty much ready to go to bed, and like 2 a.m. I was like, all right, we're playing like an hour and a half of Disney's Dreamlight Valley right now. I just hopped in, did a couple quests, harvested some crops. Good times.
Sounds real bad, but also great.
And I guess to like go into, I'll include this in my crossplay. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed, baby. All right, let's talk about Assassin's Creed just a little bit. We don't need to talk about any of the other stuff that Ubisoft Forward, but dude, Assassin's Creed, man, they were like, you think our games are too long? Well, here's 4 more fucking games. So yeah, obviously, what was it? It was Project Red is the Japanese game.
Yeah.
Well, there's Mirage, I guess, first. There's Mirage.
Yeah, Mirage is the big one for now.
So disappointing that they didn't show actual gameplay. Like, what are you doing? Come on. Like,
Hey,
the fuck on.
Pre-order this game that has no
Yeah.
date
No
or
release
gameplay
date.
shown yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like at $50, that's interesting.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, okay, that makes me think it's more of a scope of Rogue than like the more recent ones.
Yeah.
So,
But even
also
like
wanna hear
even
another
those
weird
games
thing
were
about the game?
$60 back in the day. But what's that?
You want to hear another weird thing about the game?
yeah.
What?
Apparently, its rating on the Xbox store is adult
Oh.
only.
What?
I saw that for like gambling or some shit.
Yeah.
for, like, real gambling.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. It's gotta be.
Oh
It's
my
gotta
God.
have something to do with like NFTs or some bullshit, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be so upsetting.
It's either that or it's got to be like some weird error because I believe that adult only games can't be sold on consoles. I think it's got to be something weird
Oh.
going on.
Yeah, maybe that's just like a bug or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage looks cool, sounds cool, but didn't really get a good look at gameplay. But it is enticing to me because it appears to be going back to like the roots of Assassin's Creed, where you're actually playing as a fucking assassin, not a
Right?
Viking. As cool as like
Or
these
even
last
pirate,
few games
right?
have been.
Like, which is cool. but-
Yeah, and even in like the Black Flag, they did a way better job of like, yeah, you're not a assassin, but like it's still very heavily involved with the assassins. But yeah, Mirage hopefully will return Assassin's Creed to its roots. And then they also announced Hex and Red,
Okay.
which are both in Infinity, and Infinity is like a hub where the main like the current day like storyline is going to be taking place instead of having the current day storyline take place like within the individual games,
Yeah.
which I guess hypothetically sounds like a good idea because maybe this makes it so that the developer of like the specific games don't have. It just sounds like a way better way of implementing the current day story because like I feel like current day story, first of all, has not been great in like ever since Desmond died. Spoiler alert.
Right.
But and it's just like has always been something they just kind of throw in there and like pulls you away from the game. So hopefully this is a better way of like making it so maybe the story of like the individual games flows a little better, makes a little bit more sense because they don't have to deal with the current day storyline so much. But they didn't really the way they described Infinity was a little confusing, so that all remains to be seen. But Red, so I feel like the trailer for Project Red gives off a very different vibe than Ghost of Tsushima.
Mhm.
Just the whole like rising sun or whatever, or setting sun, whatever that was. Just that image alone was like very like colorful. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima is a lot more gray. Obviously, there are like colors with like the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, hopefully Project Red can kind of set itself apart from Ghost of Tsushima and be a little bit different. I feel like the gameplay is going to be very similar, probably not as good as Ghost of Tsushima. But I feel like you're not going to be a straight up, it's not going to be like, it doesn't seem like, I don't know. It's not going to be like Ghost of Tsushima where you're like battling between whether you want to be a samurai or a ghost. So
No, and the
hopefully it's a little bit
Shinobi
different.
way lines a little more up with the Assassin Creed. So
yeah. I definitely think they'll be able to set itself apart.
Yeah.
Especially because they'll probably have a lot more like historical figures than just thought the bad guy is from Ghost of Tsushima.
yeah.
Kubla Khan.
I don't think that's it.
It's one of them cons, right?
Yeah, you're probably right. I haven't played the game, so
It's one of the cons. Yeah. And then what was the other one? Project Hex. Project Hexay.
Yeah.
Hexay.
I think it's gonna be Druid stuff, man. Because when I looked at it,
so I did rewatch it. And it looked like there was like a conjuring circle or something behind the logo near the end. So yeah, that looked really cool, I guess. I obviously don't know much about it. The guy said it was a completely different like type of game than Project Red. And he said Project Red was an open world RPG. So that's gonna be like Odyssey, Origin, and Valhalla.
I like Japan.
Yeah. And then Mirage is like back to like Syndicate, Unity, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
And then Hexay, who knows? Who knows? They said it was gonna be a completely different experience. It didn't seem like this was the multiplayer because like they asked them about multiplayer and they said, yeah, we might have some multiplayer in there or whatever. But it didn't seem like Hexay was the multiplayer, but maybe it is. Yeah, really weird because he like the guy after that teaser was like, can't wait for people to pick apart that trailer for all this hidden secrets.
Yeah,
it's like,
dude,
bro, it's like a logo. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not gonna pick anything apart. It's about witches of some sort. That's about it.
Somebody will pick it apart, dude.
That's like the only somebody out there with no life is gonna fucking make a 45-minute video about a 30-second clip.
And then they had the mobile game, right? They showed off.
Yeah, and then there was some mobile stuff. They fucking Ubisoft showed up with a bunch of mobile stuff at their conference in general. But yeah, there was an Assassin's Creed mobile like open world game, whatever.
It looked all right. You know,
that's what Disney and Ubisoft have in common. Those two China. Showcases, mobile.
Yeah, very much so. Very much
we
so.
We need money. That's what this.
But yeah, definitely, I'm looking forward to the future of Assassin's Creed. I definitely think they needed a little shake up, like give us some variety. So it looks like that's what they're giving us, which is exciting. It's like I like the open world RPGs enough to where like I'm not gonna say no to another one.
Right. But also less, please.
But yeah, I'm also excited that we're getting Mirage. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's all I have to say in Assassin's Creed.
So unfortunately, we ran a little long on time, but we did clip out Guess That Game on our YouTube channel. So if you want to watch that, go to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/xinteract where you can find us playing that. But otherwise, this has been it for episode 70 of X Interact. I've been Eric. I've been joined by Steven and Sam. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those places to find our podcast. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music even. I've added that there. We never promoted it. We've got our website, podpage.com/xinteract, where everything is conglomerated there. I don't know if that's how you say it, but yeah.
Congregated, yeah.
Otherwise, congregate, there you go. But otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Remember to get splatted.
Yeah, get splatted.